Welcome back to Sawyer's Farm. I'm Jacob, and so today's video, what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be tearing out this fireplace right here. This is kind of an older one. The reason why we're tearing it out is because we're actually putting a new zero clearance fireplace in here. It's gonna. The problem with this one is it's a real cheaper one. It just came in the house when we bought it, and one of the problems is it just doesn't. It's not very efficient. It eats a lot of wood, and it doesn't heat the house very much. You know, in emergencies, you know, we can kind of cordon off a room, but it's more for just kind of looks, aesthetics, and everything. It looks real nice, but we want to heat our house with actual just wood. You know, we don't have the stuff we're using right now for heating our house. We have two propane heaters that are meant to be in a house, and that's what we've been doing. But we've always wanted to put a fireplace in here so we can just start burning wood. I grew up on a wood stove and I really like it. This won't be a wood stove like the one I grew up on, but it'll be a fireplace, and later down the line we'll show you actually putting that in. But right now we're going to tear this out. I'll see how kind of long it goes. I don't know if this will be a couple videos or maybe just one. We'll just kind of see the time frame and how everything goes. But right now I'm going to be tearing all this stuff out. Pretty much from this mantle down is probably going to go away right now. But let's get into it and see what's behind these walls. Man, y'all, that was heavy. Whew. All right. Now let's start trying to get this thing out. Alright, y'all, so right now this is kind of where we're at in the build. Prior to this, we lost pretty much all the footage of me kind of tearing everything down. I think we got some, you probably saw a few pictures we may have had, but we kind of just lost all that footage of us actually doing it, mostly everything to this point. So that's why I'm kind of telling you all that, and that's why you kind of didn't see a whole lot of me tearing a lot of this down. So right now we got the stove in here. I think the next thing we're going to be doing is running the pipe up through here, going up into the roof, getting that situated. And then we also got some other vents that you'll see later that's going to come up on the sides. And we got the hearth built right here. And then we had to build a stand for the stove just to bring it up, because this is the design that we were wanting. And all this stuff that we're doing, there's a reason for everything. Alex's dad has been doing this. He's been doing stoves and chimneys for 27 years, and he's the one pretty much telling me how to do everything. And he's helping me do all this because he has all the knowledge of doing that. But so we just wanted to kind of touch base with you on where we're at on this. Next thing I believe is going to be the pipe, and then we'll just keep you informed exactly whenever we're doing more and more of it. And it shouldn't be, after we get the pipe and this, I think we got to redo the whole wall, and then for that part I think we'll kind of almost be done. And then at a later time It won't be in this video, but we'll do the rock. So for anyone that's wondering, what type of fireplace this is and the specs and everything on it, just wait until the end of the video. Once we're done with everything, I'll explain what brand this is, and I'll try to pull the book out and find some of the specs for y'all that are kind of, like the way this stove looks. And maybe you're thinking about getting one and you just want to know more about it. So just wait towards the end and I'll explain everything I can about the stove. Yep.
Alright, go plug me in electric for Just so y'all know, I play a carpenter on TV.
We thought you were a professional.
If you do exactly as I do all the time, you get the same results as I get all the time. Like right now, we're dealing with Jacob's measurements.
So wrong.
Yeah, that's right. You know what you need to make you? Is, they make you get you a piece of pipe and a plate. And you notch that plate to fit this right here. And you have about a 2-foot piece of pipe, and when you're doing this by yourself, you can stand up or whatever, and you can take that and twist that with a handle.
Yeah.
So much easier than trying to hold it, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't have to take the fan off. You know, I didn't even think of this stupid thing here. Should go. See if we can. I didn't even think of that.
I think I don't know, that wire.
No, I mean, I'm down. I didn't even think of that beam. All right, shut the video off now.
All right, y'all, so we are at our pretty much our final step into getting this stove ready for winter. Now they call it the first fire in the stove, and what we're doing here is you want to put a very small fire. You don't want to just have a rip and roar one your first time. Because what we're doing, we're having a small one, and what that's going to do, it does a couple things. It's first going to kind of set the paint on here. Since this is a new stove, it's going to heat up and it's kind of going to smell the house up a little bit because this paint is fresh. So that's one thing. It's going to set the paint to where you're not going to have that smell anymore. And also, one of the main reasons is the fire brick. You want to kind of cure that fire brick, because if you throw a big log in there and you're getting it just ripping, you can get it, your brick will actually crack. I didn't know that, but Alex's dad told us that. So that's what we're doing right now. We just got some little sticks in there and just burning that first fire to get this thing ready. I think we got to do this for like 6 hours or so, and then we got to do another one, a little bit bigger, but still not huge. We're just kind of setting this thing in, just getting it to where it will be just a full fire. Now, so here's some specs since we're at the end. What this stove is, it's called a Ventis. I think I'm saying that right, but here's the model and everything. This is the manual for it. It's a zero clearance fireplace. is what the term for it is, and it will do. It'll heat up to 2,800 square feet, and I have this little thing on here that came on the door. It's a 64% efficiency rate, and Alex's dad said that it'll burn about 8 to 10 hours burn time, which is really good. It's got a 4.3 cubic foot firebox, so you can put a decent amount of wood in here. It can fit a 25-inch log here up kind of towards the front, and then in the very back it's 20 inches. And I normally cut my wood at about 20 inches, so I got a good amount of room to play with. You can really stick a whole lot of wood in here. Another thing too is you can see the wall. Like I said, we're pretty much done right now. Now our goal in this is we're gonna have this, and we'll do a video on it whenever we get the funds. We don't have the money right now to do it, but we're gonna be doing that kind of Colorado river rock. It's gonna look really cool. Maybe we'll put a picture in here just to give you somewhat of an idea of what we're doing for those that don't know what I'm talking about. But that's kind of going to be the next thing we're going to do. I don't know when that's going to be, just whenever we get the funds. And we'll do a whole video showing you doing that. I'm not going to be personally doing it because I don't know that. We actually have a friend at church that's a mason. And so he'll be the one putting that up. And I'm definitely going to watch, and I'd like to learn how they kind of do that. But then after that, then this whole thing's going to be wrapped up, ready to go. And project will be done. But as of right now, we're just burning this little fire, which I gotta kind of tend to it, get it back up and going. But guys, if you really like this video, you got any more questions about the fireplace, like I said, this is the first time I'm having this type of fireplace. I grew up with a old cast iron wood stove. But if you like it, those were the model numbers and everything. If you think you like this, and throughout the year, we'll see how it is. This will be our first winter with it, and we'll kind of maybe come back to think, what do we think of the Ventis fireplace. So, got any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you're not subscribed to our channel, we please ask you to subscribe. And as always, y'all, take care, and God bless.
This is a nice fireplace.
I know she is.
If it was a phone, she'd be more comfortable.
Uh-huh.